Hello my friends, I've got my fork ready to dip into some Haribo treats. Well, here's what I'm talking about, the sour sketty. And I've got a matching utensil. I'm not going to dirty up my hands, get them sugary, get them sticky, get them soured. That's good. All right. Packaging notes. Let's begin as per usual. This looks like a flying spaghetti monster to me. Okay, there was a courtyard, a courthouse, the lawn in front of a courthouse in mid-Tennessee that reached national headlines about 5 or 6 years ago because they had a free speech zone on the lawn and someone had erected a statue of the flying spaghetti monster. I thought this was noteworthy. So eventually they took down the statue because of public outcry, and I guess they abandoned their idea that they were going to have a free speech zone for statues, etc., on the lawn of that particular courthouse. But this channel is not opposed to the flying spaghetti monster, ramen. Alright, so he's got, I don't know what kind of type of like gesture he's making, but that looks suspiciously like he's giving the finger, or he's pointing somewhere. Who knows? Pointing toward flavor, pointing you in the direction of the Haribo company products. I like this pink color, pink and green. It's really jarring, but in a good way, I think. Extra sour, it mentions, and we're hoping for some good sourness today, and a blend of colors from white to pink. So I like it. I think that this color combo normally wouldn't work, but since it's such a zany situation, since it's such a zany product and it's marketed so well, it works. And the back is the conventional Haribo back, with an even better portrait of this character. I wish I knew his name, his or her name. It's really well done with the fork. Just stick a fork right in it, and we're going to be doing just that. On the back of this package, they mention rainbow frogs, fruity pasta, Build-A-Burger, and none of these are available in the local market where I live. So this probably rounds out the locally available Haribo products that I have available to me. So I'm going to have to do some like special orders online to continue with this Haribo series. But it's good to get them reviewed because I'm a fan. Even the letdowns we've had over the last couple reviews, I'm still a huge Haribo fan. I almost sprung for the Haribo t-shirt one time, yeah. Let me get my sniffer going. I've only had some sun-dried tomatoes, walnuts, coffee, and tea today, so this is kind of like my portion of my breakfast. Maybe too much coffee and tea, right? This is an assault on the nostrils. It has the smell of the conventional sour straws that you find in strawberry. My mouth immediately began watering. It has already bound to the receptors in my nostrils, and it was the waft that I got was mostly that aroma, that conventional aroma. There's 3 colors. It is going to be enjoyable to get a little taste of each kind. It's got an upfront sugariness. It's a pretty good balance. It seems, in my nostrils at least, it's a blend of sweet and sour that kind of complements one another. I am a fan on occasion of sour treats. I don't eat them very often though. We're going to begin with our trusty fork with green. They're portioned as if you were making spaghetti at home and you chop them into quarters. I don't do that. When I do make spaghetti, I'll tear them in half for the pot. And you know, I'll probably have some spaghetti later today, maybe. I don't know. So these are smaller than I would normally make my spaghetti if I was having real spaghetti. But we're not having real spaghetti. We're in the happy world of Haribo right now. So we're having some sour spaghetti. Go green. Ooh, it's a little bit puckery. Yeah, it's kind of sour. It was a flash of sourness early. And now I'm getting sort of more of a mellow. I like the mellower sourness that comes along later. I think that may be my favorite part of sour candies. After that rush of intensity, you get that base sourness that's pretty pleasing. And here, it's working really well. Okay, the coating has almost uniformly been stripped by my mouth membranes. And the flavor is not disagreeable. It's kind of a tinge of that sourness is still hanging on. And the flavor is, I don't know. It's green. I don't want to make any snap judgments. Yeah, they're going for a green apple. And a good firmness, a good texture to the spaghetti itself. Not insufferably hard. Just a good, steady. Oh, maybe I should say a good al dente. Not bad. Alright, let's go. For red. I'm gonna try to get 2 of them. I had some success, didn't I? A welcome sourness. Not mouth-puckeringly sour, but dosed appropriately. I would say a middling quality flavoring agent in both the green apple and this one. This firmness is really welcome. If it was a bigger treat, not in these little bands or strips, this would be an unpleasant amount of firmness, I think, but good since it's been so measured and chopped. Chopped and screwed. Okay. Red fruits. I suppose this is a generic strawberry of some kind. Pretty forgettable. Three blue. Oh, blue. The blues coming in mass. I'll go with 3 of them. The tongue, as it flips across the surface, they're very sandy. Ooh, and this flavor is really coming out of left field with something unique. There's real grit to this sugar. That's apportioned onto each strip. This is a berry flavor unlike any I can remember. I had that sour sketty before a long time ago, though. I remember being pleased with it. Almost a licorice-y kind of a flavor, like a red string licorice taste hiding in there a little bit, but it was blended with this unusual blue fruits. Sweetness, kind of a, well, definitely a blueberry, but they approached it in a different way than most manufacturers, I think, would. It was pretty subtle. It seems like it was buried or swimming among some other flavoring agents that created a pretty novel blue fruit taste. I'm glad they didn't go blue raspberry. Nothing would have ruined this bag faster than those stock blue raspberry nastinesses. Alright, so Of the sour things I've reviewed, I don't know, there's maybe only been a handful, 2 or 3 things probably. This is easily the best. I'm going to go ahead and have a... Ooh, that really kind of looks like our friend, doesn't it? Pointing. Oh, they're pointing at one another. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh no, what am I going to... Oh, no. Oh, oh, oh. I'm going to brave it. This table surface has been exposed to tons of strange things. Courageous. I will eat these treats for you. Alright. In the mouth en masse, we get more of that sandpaperiness, especially as the treats are together. There's a lot more of a salivation effect as my mouth surfaces respond to the souring agents. My saliva is really working its way into these spaghetti strands and softening them, combined with the heat. I'm looking for an interesting and an agreeable change. There's kind of a fast shift that occurs. When they enter your mouth, you get this combination sandiness, sandiness with the prickle and the rush, the off front of the souring agent, and then kind of a gentle decline, a gentle period of plateauing with a mixture of the flavors. The sourness takes a back seat, and it's kind of a treat for the mouth. It's kind of also a little jarring and unsettled. The flavors don't combine in a beautiful interplay. It's kind of like, just a moment ago, one of the flavors washed up to the fore, and the combination of so many things going on kind of took away from some of the beauty of the earlier movement. So yeah, this is decidedly a 3-act kind of a treat. Entering your mouth with a brusque kind of a character, sort of like what you would think the first act of a Shakespearean tragedy would be. Coming into a middling portion that is pleasant, awash with many layers that interplay nicely, except for a few rough edges here and there, and ending on a note that I'm certain would vary depending on like the individual strands that you put in your mouth. So I like that gentle landing, kind of like the pilot wings ship landing, or the aircraft coming from a high altitude to a landing sequence, and overall pretty good. I would reach for this if I was going to go for some sour treats, although I don't often really want for sour things. I think this is really well done, but a little rough around the edges, as I mentioned. I don't want to insult the Flying Spaghetti Monster, and if this is definitely one of his agents, then I definitely don't want to inspire the anger of that lightning bolt. I guess the Flying Spaghetti Monster wouldn't really lightning bolt me. I don't even want to think about what bringing the anger of the Flying Spaghetti Monster would be like. So I'm just going to end the review now. Ramen. Good Haribo treat once again. Ramen.